A good day to Sir and my fellow friends. My name is Kelly Nyokaiti and my machine number is 271560. In this video, my members who are Wen Wei, Cheng Yong, Yasmin, Ilyana, Binti, Khairul, Imran, Siti, Nuradila, Binti, Mohamad, Azhar, and me will present our group assignment with the title of the report of Deutsche Bank. So in this video, we will try to present the introduction of the bank, scandal summary, impact of money scandal laundering, supervision and independent auditor, going concern, impairment of financial assets and investment, the IMA's code of conduct, and also the conclusion. So I will start to introduce about this company. Deutsche Bank is a German banking and financial service multinational with over 100,000 employees in over 70 countries and a large presence in Europe, the Americas, and Asia Pacific. It is also the largest bank in Germany and the world's 70th largest bank by total assets. With a market share of 21% in 2009, the company was the world's largest foreign exchange trader. It's headquartered in Frankfurt's Dutch Bank Twin Towers. Financial products and services are provided to corporate, institutional, private, and business clients. Deutsche Bank's services include sales, trading, research, debt and equity origination, mergers and acquisitions, risk management products such as derivative, corporate finance, asset management, and investment banking. Private and commercial bank, corporate and investment bank, and asset management are among the investment and commercial banking services offered by Deutsche Bank Russia to both domestic and international customers. Majority of its profits come from corporate and investment banking service around the world. But Deutsche Bank also offers retail banking, transaction service, and wealth management to individuals and small and medium-sized business.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Yasmin Ilyana Binti Imran, NTIC number 273197. Today, I will present about the summary of the scandal and the impact of the money laundering scandal. It started when Russia annexed Crimea in 2014. The European Union (EU) and the United States of America (USA) are condemning Russia and against it. It is making the Russian President Putin, to declare the de-offshorization, to stop the damaging on Russia's economy and to prevent the exchange rate from declining, and also as an attempt to keep the Russian business safe. But President Putin's action resulting in the beginning of the money laundering, where Russian billionaires started to find other ways to channeling their money offshore. 3 years later, in 2017, the investigators revealed that the bank used stock transactions to launder a total of 10 million in dirty money in Russian rubles between 2011 and 2014. The money laundering scandal involved Russian billionaires, Deutsche Bank, U.S. Department of Justice (DOJ), New York State Department of Financial Services (DFS), and Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project (OCCRP). We also found that the senior managers neglected their responsibility to detect, intercept, and investigate the mirror trading scheme involving the Moscow headquarters of Deutsche Bank and also the bank's branch in New York and London between 2011 and 2014. When the massive scandal erupted, Deutsche laid the blame on the few middle-level employees in its Moscow office. Deutsche Bank Moscow branch handled a few specific companies that paid the Russian rubles after issuing the order to purchase the Russian blue-chip stock, which then the Deutsche Bank London branch sell to the counterparty as identical Russian blue-chip stock at the same price and quantity in US dollar, and there were at least 12 parties involved. But none of the trades made sense economically. Next, we will move to the impacts of money laundering scandal. Firstly, the Deutsche Bank has suspended the employees involved, and the bank's co-CEO, 2 of them, has announcing their resignation. Secondly, the investment banking activity in Russia is also been shutting down by their new CEO, John Cryan. Thirdly, the Deutsche Bank currently has ongoing investigation by the New York State DFS and financial regulators of the UK and Germany for the mirror trading money laundering that happened in the Deutsche Bank Moscow branch office. Next, in the early 2016, Financial Service Superintendent Maria Tivulo mentions that Deutsche Bank and its New York branch are required to pay a penalty of total 425 million for the unethical and illegal practices in the Deutsche banks. A written action plan is also needed to be submitted by the Deutsche Bank to improve its existing global anti-money laundering enforcement initiative that related to or concern the Deutsche Bank Trust Company Americas and the New York branch of the Deutsche Bank. The bank also needs to hire an independent monitor that approved by the DFS in 60 days with a written agreement and conducted a comprehensive review of the bank's unit, the anti-money laundering unit. The monitor must conduct a review of the policies and procedures that refer to the tasks carried out or through the Deutsche Bank Trust Company Americas or Deutsche Bank New York branch. Deutsche Bank Trust Company America and Deutsche Bank New York also need to submit an engagement letter to the DFS within 30 days. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day, sir. I am Wen Wei, metric number 271639. Today, I'm here to share about the supervision and independence of audits. In every companies and institution, the internal auditor are required to be independent in every audited activities. It is because their independence will help two parties, which is the audit team and the clients, to avoid from the conflict of interest. Even will help the clients to receive an unbiased, honest and professional audit opinions. The audit roles in fraud include preventing, detecting, and investigating. For preventing, the team will supervise the potential of fraud risks, even will provide the improvement suggestion. In detecting, they will open a communication line with the exclusive board and staff. The CAE, which is the Chef Audit Exclusive, will respond to the issue that occur from the procedure of that obtain potential of detecting the fraud. In investigating, the internal auditor will either have the direct roles or act as a resource to those responsible. In our group project, we discussed about the scandal that faced by the Deutsche Bank, which is money laundering scandal. By listing out the auditor responsibility in money laundering, it can easily show that the banks and the auditor does not performing themselves well, does not involving themselves well in this anti-money laundering. The first one is about the Know Your Customer procedure, the KYC procedure. The KYC procedure acts as the protection for the banks and the clients, as the banks can understand the nature of their clients, especially the sources of fund. This process also will help them to determine whether it is legitimate by collecting a complete documentation from their clients. The KYC procedures also oversight the client's financial transaction and accounts. It shows that this KYC procedure will help the banks in preventing and detecting the potential, even help them to reduce the probability that will cause the money laundering happen. In our research, we found that the KYC procedure of the Deutsche Bank is weak as they fail in collect a proper documentation from their clients, even cause them involved in the big money laundering scandal. It shows that the banks and the audit does not performing themselves well, does not involving themselves well in the KYC procedure. Next is about the risk-based approach. The risk-based approach is always require the banks carefully assess the potential risks that they will meet. This is important in the anti-money laundering program, as this approach will put the banks in a proactive stance when it comes to the illicit activities. It means the approach will help the banks in preventing the illegal activity take place rather than waiting the illicit activities happen. In our research, we found that the Deutsche Bank and the audits does not involving themselves well in this approach, as they fail in making an accurate assessment on the money laundering risk in their country and in their clients at the relevant period. Other than the KYC procedures and the risk-based approach, there are some important auditors' involvement in money laundering. The first one is about the appoint a money laundering reporting officer, which is MLRO. Second is formulating the policy and procedures on money laundering. The third one is educate and training of staff. That's all my presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Siti Nuradila binti Azhar. My metric number is 273214. So I was using going concern impairment of financial asset and investment. The important issue for accountant to consider is whether and how money laundering has the potential to influence the assumption of going concern. There are five important examples where going concern are seriously threatened as a result of being exploited by money laundering. First is where law enforcement sees and cover up going concern to be owned and operated by money laundering or by being exploited by them, for example, service businesses, especially retail currency exchange houses, retail dealer and certain gaming establishments. Second is where the going concern is counterfeit operation owned or operated by money launderers whose intention has never been to operate the company permanently, so the money and trade are hard to trace. Next, where enforcement officials confiscate assets in the belief that illegal proceeds are in the process of being laundered, or the assets are linked to the suspected terrorist or other organization, and even government subject to national, economic, or military sanction. The seizure and freezing of material assets in the company can seriously threaten operation, liquidity, and of course reputation. Next is where a regulator revoke a business because the company failed to demonstrate good governance, safety and well-being, or failed to correct the serious regulatory deficiency and identify in the inspection. As the last one is law enforcement in many instances intercept and arrest principals and employees who are deemed to launder funds for aid and avoid money laundering. In many cases, they vacate entire office for a short period of time. This will result in business destruction or major failure. Money laundering is more likely to use business entity as a channel than as the means of seizing as a result. Money laundering activity will not be detected in the audit of financial statement. Moreover, while most can result in the lost money or asset, money laundering involves the manipulation of which some of illegal funds in order to easily and undetected eliminate them from their source. Because money laundering activity can have indirect impact on the entity financial statement, such activity are concerned to the auditor. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Good day, sir. My name is Chuah and my matrix number is 271130. In this scheme, the managers failed to uphold integrity and competency standards. Executives at Deutsche Bank fired a lawyer who served with Bank Ethics Commission, which was charged with improving the bank controls and investigating any previous wrongdoings. Others then failed in accurately rates its country and clients' money laundering risks throughout the relevant period and lacked a global policy benchmarking its risk appetite. The legitimate client's KYC process in claim that the bank is difficult to determine whether the source of fund came from legitimate, law-abiding source or otherwise. Hence, it is examined that executive of bank had violated the IMA's integrity standards. Next, the winners of KYC processes in Deutsche Bank have proven by the bank did not conduct a systematic investigation into the client's origin. They were careless in ensuring that their client's illegal assets were not illegally brought into the financial system. The Deutsche Bank regulatory department negligence and irresponsibility were immoral as it encouraged minor trading activities and collusion with a casual approach towards money laundering incident leading to this $10 billion scandal. These issues were happening due to poor performance of internal auditing services and clearly abusing competency standards of IMAs. After that, I will pass to the next speaker, Kelly.
In conclusion, the institution behaved unethically when confronted with institutional compliance and legal governance conflict of interest problems resulting from mirror trading schemes. The institution raised its fiduciary operation by failing to act on numerous opportunities to trace, investigate, and avoid the mirror trading schemes perpetrated by its employees over the years. Therefore, Deutsche Bank should maintain an effective and compliant anti-money laundering program within their institution so that they can avoid from money laundering. They also should conduct their banking business in safe and sound manner by strengthening the internal bank governance and reinforcing market discipline in banking practice. Besides, The bank authority need to maintain and provide a true and accurate financial information by using accounting software. So that's all for us. Thank you.